How's it going, guys? Nick's with Gaming back again. This is going to be part 2 of Ace Academy, so let's get back into it right now. Alright. What would have been a spacious office instead crowded with irritated students. Only one person mans the desk, and he does not look like someone, who is particularly accommodating. I was about to be like saying something else there for a second. Alright. Yuna points out to a row of chairs against the far wall.
I'll wait for you over there.
Thanks. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. If it does, feel free to leave. I don't want you to be here late.
Don't worry, I have some time.
She smiles reassuringly before heading over to the seats. I stand in line. As I crane my neck to see the front of the line, I catch the scowl on the administrator's face. He shakes his head, but the student continues to argue with him. This is going to take a while.
Next!
The line crawls at a steady pace, and after what seems like forever, I finally walk up to the counter. Hi, I need a parking pass for my motorcycle.
You'll have to fill out your request online, which you can access through your web link. Approval takes about 1 to 2 weeks, and if approved, a physical pass will be mailed to you.
Before I can respond, he looks past me.
Next!
Hold on. I plant a hand firmly on his desk. He scowls at me.
What?
Bribe him. Who does he think he is? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. So, this is another one of those moments where I wish I had thought before speaking. He waits for me to finish, but I could see the impatient building in his eyes. Still can't talk right sometimes. It's now or never. Flirt with him. Try and be reasonable. Make up an elaborate sob story. My dog ate it. Oh boy, what do we want to go with here? The old routine of my dog ate it. Suddenly, my mind goes blank. I rub the back of my head with my hand, stalling for time. He narrows his eyes. As his gaze moves to the student behind me, I blurt out the first thing that comes to my mind. My dog ate it!
Your dog ate your pass.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Well, I assume not. It's in my dog.
Not the pass. Your dog. Is your dog okay?
Oh, yeah, of course. My dog's fine.
Good. Next!
Hey, wait a minute. What about my pass?
Maybe your dog can give it back to you.
The smile he flashes me doesn't reach his eyes.
Next!
I sigh. Well, that didn't work. Defeated, I turn around and start to head out. Suddenly, Yuna is beside me. Her smile falters when she sees my face.
Is everything okay?
I shrug. I wasn't able to get a pass. She frowns, her eyebrows knit delicately together.
Hold on.
She walks straight to the desk. Much to the dismay of the student in line, the man seems nervous by her approach. I can't hear what she says, but he looks ashamed and withdraws the pass from a drawer. As she plucks the pass from his fingers, she thanks him with a slight bow of her head, which he returns. Yuna returns with a soft smile on her face and holds out the pass.
Here you go.
How on earth did she do that? Maybe she's used magic, or hypnotic eyes of hers. Right, the pass. Oh yeah, thanks. She smiles.
No problem at all.
I take it from her and put it in my wallet. We head out as another flood of students enters the office. There seems to be fewer students milling around outside and more hurrying towards classes. I check the time. 25 minutes until class starts.
Do you know where your first class is?
Yeah, it's here. I show her the campus map on my phone. A small flashing light indicates where I need to be.
Oh, that's close by. I can walk there with you.
That would be great. We head down one of those narrower paths. It leads straight to a regal-looking building with tall, arching windows. Only a few students are meandering out about. I don't know what I was saying there.
This is it.
Is it? Thanks. You've been a big help.
It's no problem at all.
And you're off to psychology?
Mm-hmm.
What other classes do you have this semester? She pulls out her phone. I do the same, and we study each other's schedules.
Well, it looks like we have history of robotics together on Friday.
I guess that means we'll be seeing a lot more of each other. We both exchange smiles. I notice the time on my phone, 15 minutes until class. My class is starting soon. Yuna peers at her phone before tucking it back in her pocket.
Oh, right. I have to go or I'll be late. See you Friday?
I nod, and we go our separate ways. After a few steps, I realize I don't have any way to contact her apart from our Friday class. I turn around, but she's already a good distance away. Wait, Yuna! She
Yes?
freezes. Yes. Do you think I get your number? She seems surprised. Wait, that definitely doesn't come out right. Sorry, I mean, I might have a question or two while trying to navigate around Ace Academy, and could use your help. That is, if you don't mind me bugging you. She giggles and nods.
Sure.
I jog over to her and we exchange numbers. Thanks. See you on Friday.
Okay, see you then.
I watch as she disappears around the corner. I take a deep breath, steeling my nerves, and firmly push open the door to the auditorium. After a quick scan of the room, I select a seat near the back. I can tell this is a first-year introductory class based on how spread out the students are and how quiet the room is. I hate that. I have to take intro classes again. Some of the electives from CINY, aka Cine, did not encompass the full scope of the course material, whatever that means. I hush blankets the auditorium as a man strides to the front of the classroom.
Good morning. This is Piloting 101. Is everyone where you are supposed to be?
The professor waits patiently as a handful of students shuffle towards the nearest exit. I yawn and watch them leave with disinterest. He drags a web page from his tablet onto the screen behind him.
This is the class web link. Consider this portal as your lifeline for the course. You will find all your assignments and readings here, as well as your current grade in the course. You can find my contact information in the tab marked Contact. My office hours are listed, so please do not hesitate to stop by. Even I get lonely at times, and I appreciate visitors.
Comment got a couple of weak chuckles from the room. He is thorough. Most students don't pay attention to these introductions, but there's nothing a professor dislikes more than a student who asks questions he already answered.
Now that we've gotten all the boring stuff out the way, I'm sure you're all eager to learn more about the qualifier exams on Friday.
The class visibly perks up.
The qualifier exam will not only register you as an active pilot, but will also provide you with your team ranking. I'm sure you've already picked out your teams by now, but I'd still like to remind you all that each team must have a minimum of 4 people in order to qualify.
Hand shoots up in the middle of the room.
Yes?
Are you sure exams are this Friday? That only gives us 2 days to find a team.
Soft snickers fill the room. The student visibly shrinks from all the eyes now focused on him.
The majority of students who began their first year here at Ace Academy are aware of the timeline for the qualifier exams and use their summers to form a team and prepare. In the past, we had extended the preparation time before the exam, but found that the majority of students did not need nor want the extra days, so we adjusted our schedules accordingly.
But what about those of us who didn't know about the qualifier ahead of time? What do we do?
I suggest you get to work finding yourself a team. Any other questions?
The student scowls but shakes his head.
Good. The qualifier exam will pit your team's starting 4 against 4 AI gears. You would then be assigned a ranking based upon your overall performance relative to the other teams. Don't worry if you can't defeat all the AI gears. They are programmed to be extremely difficult to beat. Please ensure your gear is in pristine condition for battle. All exams are demonstrated live instead of in a simulator to most accurately gauge ability. Any questions?
He is answered with silence.
Let's get started then. Please check the web link for your assignment and have them complete for the next class. Welcome to Ace Academy. I hope you all have a great rest of the day.
A thunder of chairs scrape along the floor as students file out of class. Those who remain chat animatedly in small groups, not rooms. Yawning, I wait for the crowd in front of the door to thin before making my way out of the room. Once I'm by the door, a snippet of a nearby conversation catches my attention.
Hey, did you see what they brought into the hangar today?
Yeah, that ancient-looking thing? I'll be amazed if it still works. Where the hell do you even find something like that? I bet they fished it out of the ocean.
The students laugh loudly. I have a sinking feeling I know what they're talking about. As I hurry out of the classroom, I check my phone, and I'm excited to see an email notification. I eagerly read it through the message. Man. It's just a note letting me know my gear has been registered, and I now have access to the hangar. Well, that certainly makes things easy for me. At CINY, I spent days going through the registration process. We had to submit all the paperwork ourselves, and of course, nobody in administration office was ever helpful. Sounds like real life. Satisfied, I put away my phone and make my way to the hangar. I bring up my map on my phone and touch the hangar, which lights up. Soon, pulsating lights dot the path from the current location to the hangar. It's a bit of a trek away from the heart of the campus, but I make a good time. I scan my ID and walk in. I follow a long hallway which leads into a grand space filled with towering gears. Every one of them sleek, refined, and updated with the latest model of accessories and weapons. They weren't kidding when they said Japan was the leader in mecha technology. I walk past several rows of gear until there she is. Look at that masterpiece. I reunited with Eagle. Interesting name choice. A crowd of students surrounded it. They speak in a hushed tones but break into snickers when they notice me. I push my way towards them, but they disperse before I even reach them. Most are trying to hide their laughter and failing miserably. I give my gear a detailed inspection to make sure it didn't suffer any dings or damages during the transit. So far, so good. My gear may be a bit bulkier than others, but it's a great working condition, which ultimately is what matters. The colors are still bright too. I wonder if they polished it for me, or if it's always looked this good.
The other guys might laugh at your gear, but I sense that it's different. Spirit. Something that makes it stand out amongst the others. Yes, I can feel this one is truly special indeed.
I hadn't noticed a student beside me. His arms are folded, and he's nodding with closed eyes, as if he's saying something truly deep and meaningful. Can I help you? Damn right, it's something special. Shuffle away from this lunatic. Let's give him some optimism here. Damn right, it's something special. I'm glad at least someone here knows a good gear when he sees one. I also fold my arms and nod. I'm tempted to ask him to repeat himself so I can record those words of wisdom. Damn right. I think the other guys are just scared. Do you need something?
Oh, right.
He seems almost surprised, as if he'd forgotten why he came. He fidgets so much I wonder if he's nervous.
The name's Sho. Sho Shinjiro. Pleased to meet you.
He thrusts his hand out in a greeting, grinning from ear to ear. I cautiously shake his hand. Hi. I'm Nick Swift.
You're a second-year pilot too, right?
Yeah, how did you...
Not that many students transfer during second year, you know? You're the talk of the pilot's lounge. A mysterious, foreign transfer student.
That would explain the interest around my year. I guess I didn't quite live up their expectations. I'm not sure what they were expecting, though.
And I deduced that you are this transfer student.
I wonder what gave me away. It couldn't possibly have been my magnificent golden locks.
I've gotta say, I thought you'd be taller.
He starts comparing our heights with his hand, and is a bit disappointed to find we're about the same height. Again, just what was he expecting? We don't all look like Theodoro DiLaprio. I think his perception of America is a bit skewed.
Anyway, you're new here, which means you're not part of a team yet, right?
Right. That's been on my mind since class ended. I nod, almost certain I know what he's about to say next.
Well, it just so happens that my team is lacking that oh-so-vital fourth member we need to be able to compete.
He looks at me hopefully, then leans in close, a little too close. Personal space, man.
You see where I'm going with this, don't you? Basically what I'm saying is, you should join my team because we're awesome.
Sounds like fun. Sign me up. Sorry, I want to see what my other options are. Haha, no. You know what? I need a team. Why not? He came up to me, he approached, he gave me that pitch, even though it was just saying they're awesome. Maybe they are. What the hell? He seems friendly enough. Plus, I'm not exactly in a position to be picky about whose team I join. Sure, why not?
Now that's what I'm talking about, Brosif.
Brosif. Excitement brightens his face, and I'll admit, the feeling is somewhat infectious.
Come on, our lounge is that way. I'll introduce you to the team.
Xiao and I start making our way down the hall.
Now, where should I start? Oh right, so there's this girl.
Xiao talks the entire way to the lounge, he constantly interrupting himself and going off in tangents, so I only catch about half of what he's saying. We navigate the tunnels, and eventually reach the exit. Xiao opens the door and ushers me through with a small flourish. The lounge is filled with groups of pilots. I guess everyone is catching up with their team. Xiao squeezes between the groups, and I follow him towards the back corner of the room. He pauses in front of two girls. The one with dark hair stares at her feet as soon as she notices Xiao, while one with red hair continues chatting on her cell phone. Xiao motions towards the dark-haired girl.
This is Mayu. She's the coolest person on this team. But, don't tell Kaori I said that.
He glances at the redhead, who isn't paying the slightest bit of attention to us. Mayu blushes deeply.
That's not true.
It's nice to meet you, Mayu. I'm Nick. I smile at her and hold out my hand. She wrinkles her brow in confusion and gingerly shakes my hand and continues to shake it.
Sorry.
She immediately drops my hand and returns her gaze to the floor. Xiao turns towards the redhead.
Hey, quit being rude.
Her gaze shifts to him and his smile falters.
I mean, will you be done soon? I'd like you to meet someone.
She frowns.
I need to call you back.
Ooh, listen to that tone. And snapes her phone shut. Oh, what is it? Oh my lord, did I just say snapes? And snaps her phone shut. English.
So, this is Kaori.
She gives me a quick once-over, then crosses her arms over her chest.
A pilot?
Not just any pilot, but a pilot who's willing to join my team.
Your team?
Her eyes narrow at Xiao, and he shrinks back, then wears a sheepish grin.
I mean, our team.
That's better.
She turns back towards me.
I suppose you'll do.
Not like we really have a choice or anything.
That was easy. Nice to meet you too. You'll do too. I extend my hand. I'm Nick, pleased to meet you. She stares blankly at my hand, makes no move to take it. After a minute, I lower it. Well, that was awkward. Anyway, thanks for letting me join your team. I was kind of worried I wouldn't be able to find one. Xiao claps me on the back.
Aren't you glad you had me to look out for you?
Yeah, you're like my fairy godmother.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Kaori snorts, surprising both of us. Xiao, especially. He continues to stare at her, and her frown returns.
What?
I just didn't know you were able to laugh.
Her hands clench into fists.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
She relaxes and refolds her arms over her chest.
Just because I don't laugh at your stupid jokes doesn't mean I don't have a sense of humor.
He leans into me and lowers his voice.
Don't listen to her. I'm hilarious. Anyway, welcome to the team, bro.
Thanks.
So you're probably wondering why we need another member.
Actually, I hadn't, but now that you mention it, yeah, kind of.
Basically, Kaori and I were part of this super awesome team, but then they stopped being awesome, so we left.
Wow, Sho. For once you didn't ramble.
He feigns offense.
You wound me. All my stories are brief. Remember when I told you about my one birthday where everyone showed up wearing the same clothes as me?
He turns to me.
Actually, it's a pretty good story. So basically, I grew up in this kind of... Mayu knows where I'm talking about.
Don't encourage him.
Mayu smiles faintly.
Anyway, the point is, we used to be on a team, but left because the team was turning into something we didn't agree with.
Except Mayu. She's a first year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she got a whole bunch of invites to other teams, but decided to join us. We're pretty lucky to have her.
How come you chose this team? Mayu shifts uncomfortably under my gaze.
I trust Sho.
There's chemistry here already. I wait for her to say more, but she doesn't. Kaori taps her foot impatiently.
So, now that you know all that, are you in?
They're all a little strange in their own way, but I think I could learn to get along with them. Even Kaori. Yeah, I'm in.
Great!
Kaori checks her phone.
I've spent too much time talking to you and I need to get home.
With a short wave, she heads out.
We should get going too.
Mayu nods. Yeah, me too.
We'll see you tomorrow?
Yeah, see you. Oop, let me hit that. We wave goodbye and go our separate ways. I start to head towards the parking lot before I remember. I left my bike at home today. Oh shoot, I forgot to check the bus schedules. Hopefully there's still one coming soon. I scroll through the schedules as I hurry towards the front of the campus. Pick up and drop off are in the same location, right? When I made it to the bus stop, there are a handful of students already waiting. Crane my neck to look for Yuna, but she's not there. I guess that was wishful thinking anyway. After what feels like a lifetime, the bus arrives. I'm able to find a seat right away and have an uneventful ride home. It was a good day of school, right? First day. As soon as I open the front door, I hear clanging in the kitchen. Nikki must be home. Just as I predicted, she's stirring a pot surrounded by a mess of appliances. Hey, Nikki. She glances up in surprise.
Hey, you're home early.
Am I? It's right about dinner time. Well, around dinner time. What are you making?
Guess.
I try to peek into the pot, but she hides it from me.
No cheating.
Alright. My nose knows. I already know what the answer is anyways. I didn't realize we were 5 years old again. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. ... Jeez. My nose knows. Yeah, I'll do it like this. I breathe in deeply and pause. This sort of aroma is lingering in the air. The dominant scent is tomatoes, followed by meat, beef to be specific, but also hints of celery, basil. You're making bolognese? She laughs and shows me the simmering sauce in the pot.
Good guess.
It was no guess. The super smeller knows. I solemnly tap my nose.
You're so weird. Who actually names their nose?
Laugh all you want now, but you'll be singing a different tune when the super smeller gets you out of danger.
And why would I be in danger?
I don't know. Maybe your enemies are planning a sneak attack against you. She laughs again.
I don't have any enemies.
Just give it time.
Rude. I'm very likable.
She swats my arm, and it's my turn to laugh. I'm just glad you're the one cooking and not me. Everything you make is delicious, and you really have a talent for cooking, you know?
Oh, shut up.
She tries to hold back her smile, but fails. Did you go shopping after school today? I didn't know Uncle Kaido kept all these ingredients at home.
Yeah, I did. Sushi yesterday was so good, but I wanted something more hearty today, you know?
To Nikki, hearty. Foods are comfort foods. Does that mean you had a bad day at school? She blinks in surprise, then laughs.
Of course not. It was great. I met a lot of people at the club fair they held after school. There are so many cool clubs. Did you know they have a kendo club? You definitely wouldn't find that back home. I think I'm gonna try out for their dance team, though. Maybe run for student government.
Wow, sounds like you've had a pretty productive day. She quickly checks the pasta and nods.
Definitely. I'm a little disappointed they don't have a cooking club, but that's okay. They offer a cooking class, which I'm taking. Soon, I will be an expert in Japanese cuisine.
Maybe you could start a cooking club. Maybe you can start a cooking club. Don't let your dreams be dreams, as a famous man once stated.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe? Nah, go for it. I begin to set the table for 3 when Nikki shakes her head.
Didn't you see Uncle Kaido's text? He'll be home late tonight.
I haven't been checking my phone. Soon the table is set, and both Nikki and I have a full portion of pasta in front of us.
How was your first day?
It was alright. I managed to join a team, which was pretty lucky considering only one team was looking for members.
That's good. What are your teammates like?
They're all pretty distinct. One girl is slightly terrifying, another girl is quiet and kind of forget she's there. The guy who recruited me, well, he's a special snowflake.
I'm not sure I believe that you're the most normal person there. So it sounds like finding a team today was super important.
Oh yeah, qualifier is on Friday.
But that's in 2 days.
I know, everyone else knew this in advance and formed teams over the summer.
Well, that's not really fair.
Yeah, but it's fine. In other news, I met Yuna, this really nice girl, on the bus today.
Oh, do you like her? Is she gonna be your girlfriend?
Oh, shut up. She was just really helpful.
Oh, yeah?
She showed me the way to the administrative office. Yeah.
Because you can't get there on your own?
Well, it's a good thing she did because when the receptionist gave me a hard time, Yuna stepped in and got me my parking pass.
You're right, she does sound helpful.
Sure does.
Sounds like you've had quite the day.
Conversation continues and eventually lulls to a natural close. Soon both of our plates are polished clean. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Consider it. It really helps me out. New channel. I'm trying to put out videos as fast as I can. Sometimes I get busy with work and family. It just happens. But tune in for next time for part 3 and other videos I come out with. Check you out later.